Yo, what's going on, guys? Playing a little NHL 18 today. Start a new franchise mode. Gonna do an 32 team expansion draft. So we're gonna be creating a team. I think we're gonna go with a team in Seattle since they're most likely to be the next franchise in the NHL. I think we're gonna name us the Seattle Evergreens, since they have a lot of trees out there, or the Firebirds. I think we'll go with the Firebirds. Seattle. The arena in Seattle is called Key Arena, so we'll name ours. Medium market size. They're pretty devoted out there. since it's getting renovated right now, we'll upgrade everything. So it'll be the Seattle Firebirds. I think we'll go with that one right there. See what else we have. Looks like more. That looks more like a hawk. Yeah, I think we'll go with the first one we clicked on. Go with this one. See what else there is. Something really in the vintage logos. Yeah, so we'll go with that one. Actually, we're gonna change our name to the Seattle Emeralds, I think. Or Evergreens. To pay homage. Oh, what are the Seattle Seals? I like that. Go with that. Get a little play on words. The alliteration. I like that logo right there. So change that up to white. So Seattle Seals. Secondary marks, I think we're just gonna go with a plain S. Something like that. Maybe a block S? Nah. Like the modern S. That's what'll be our backup. That'll be our secondary logo. We'll make the team colors real quick. I think we're good with our logos there. So team uniform. What's up, McDuster? How you doing, man? Doing a franchise mode here. 30-second team. Gonna be the Seattle Seals. Sounds like fun at work.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident free. And I don't share it with mom, right, mom? Right.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Big, big beauty, what you want is big beauty. See, everybody wanna get a fix, 'cause we be doing more than hair. It's beauty in the front, party in the back, and blowouts everywhere. Big, big beauty, what you want is big beauty.
What?
So right there, that's gonna be our home uniforms. Let me know what you think.
Dogs used to hunt to satisfy their cravings. Now, the hunt is over. New Peak from Rachel Ray Nutrish with 30% protein and 0% grains. Protein-rich Peak from Nutrish. Real recipes, real ingredients, real good.
Job Corps students are going places. On their way to good jobs, good paying jobs, a career. If you're ready to get to work, Job Corps is ready for you. Job Corps, careers begin here.
face down, I can't get to you. I'm in the red, so cut to the chase. What will it be today? You keep taking the upper hand and you're leaving me exposed. I don't think I stand a chance when your feelings never show. Your love is a wild card. Can't let this go too far. I don't know if you'll hold me or break my heart. 'Cause your love is a wild card. Obvious that you know it's killing me. My odds are low for betting on you now, betting on you now. Another game I'll never win. Then why do I always start again? Love is a wild card. Folding is the hard part. I don't know if you'll hold me or break my heart. Your love is a wild card. Folding is the hard part. I don't know if you'll hold me or break my heart. 'Cause your love is a wild card.
Okay, so we have our jerseys now finished. So there's our home, away, and then our alternate in the black. Now on to our arena. Now, Key Arena is not that big, so we'll look for a smaller one. So this one looks pretty accurate. So does that one. It's a little too small. think we'll go with Pro Stadium 10 or 2. 10 or 2. I think that one looks the most accurate. Scoreboard looks pretty good up there. Netting's fine. Seats. We'll go every other row. I think we'll do that for our seats. Really have the green pop right out at the opponents. We'll go LED so we can get some cool goal effects. I think we'll go with that red line. Arena presentation, intro. Let's see what props we have. Stanchion effects. Oh, hold on. Let's change the color so you can actually see what's going on. Okay, so that's number 2. Here's number 1. Just a straight green light. Fast blinking. Goes up and down. Slow blink. 3 parts. Blinking 2 colors. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. And then signature effects. We'll have smoke coming out of the scoreboard.
Such a simple thing. Clean water at the turn of a tap. And yet millions
And we'll also have, I think we'll just have the smoke from the scoreboard.
By buying a chalice, you can join Stella Artois and Water.org and help give back their precious time.
You're a beast. You're a machine.
Get the green smoke coming down.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Get those knees up.
You're pushing limits. You're kicking ass. You're not in the mood to listen to ads. Get uninterrupted music with a free 30-day trial of Premium. No ads, no restrictions, no breaks in your workout. Power on with uninterrupted Premium. Tap the banner now to learn more.
Go do the bounce for the when we score. Signature effects. We'll have smoke come out from behind the net. We'll keep it black though, just to change it up a bit. Goal light. We'll have the bar at the top. I like that. Goal horn. We're gonna go with Winnipeg's. Let's hear that again. They have probably my favorite goal horn in the league. Goal song. We'll go with the Whip Lock. And then when we win, we'll have a team salute, and I think we'll go with that. We'll go with that one. So arena presentation's done. Now goalpost color, we'll keep red. Don't want to mess it up too much. And then here is our arena. There is Key Arena. And what's left, a mascot. It'll be named Sully the Seal. Number 99. Since there isn't really a seal head, we're gonna go with this one. It's probably the closest to a seal. We'll go with that for his head. And then his body. We'll have. We'll go with that one. And there we go. Sully the Seal. Mascot of the Seattle Seals. So there is the 32nd NHL franchise. We're going to be named GM Wally. There we go. So we will be the Seattle Seals. There they are. We're going to customize the AHL franchise as well. They will be in Portland. shoot. Put that in the wrong spot. But they'll be in Portland. I think we will name them the Portland Mariners. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back now. So we'll be the Portland Mariners. This won't take as long as the NHL team. What would it be called? The Mallards, sure. POR. The Moda Center is the arena in Portland right now. We'll just give them a logo real quick and some colors, and then we'll get into the expansion draft. And we'll make them the same colors as Seattle just to keep some consistency in the franchise. And then secondary logo, we'll have that ship wheel. We'll just do the jerseys real quick. Just gonna apply the team colors. I quickly just change the color in the arena nice to have some more consistency, like I said. And then we'll get into the expansion draft. And we'll probably, after the expansion draft, we'll probably also do the regular draft and probably sim up until opening day, which is where we'll pick up next time. Here we go. So there's our AHL franchise, the Portland Mariners. So here we go. We will move probably Vegas. Swap them with Seattle because they're probably the closest out west. Yeah, we'll do that. So we will turn off owner mode since we're not going to relocate. We'll keep salary cap on. Peter trades on, or no morale, no auto. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then settings. Just make sure everything's set up properly there. 5-minute periods. We're gonna keep injuries on, but we're gonna turn down the frequency of it. Difficulty, keep it on pro. Since I am not your average NHL player, I am not that good. We will turn trade difficulty to hard. Gameplay sliders. Injury occurrence, we're just going to turn down to about 20. If we see that's too much or too little, we will adjust it as needed. But for both human and computer sim-used teams. So there's our setting. Let's just double check the advanced settings real quick. Yeah. Yep, okay, here we go. And the Seattle Seals have entered the National Hockey League as the 32nd franchise, joining the Vegas Golden Knights as the 2 expansion franchises this season. Okay, here we go. Advance to the expansion draft. Well, I'd figured I'd take a moment to welcome you to the Seattle Seals franchise. You have your plate full with the upcoming expansion draft, but I'll touch base again in a few days before the draft itself, after I get a sense of what other teams are going to make available. So here we go. And we won the draft lottery. So we'll have a interesting choice there between Nico and Nolan. But here we go. The 2017 NHL expansion draft with who is left after Vegas's picks. Well, straight off the bat, we are going for Joonas Korpisalo. He is going to be our goaltender of the future. I think we're going to take Sammy Vatanen. Get ourselves a top defenseman. No real top players from Arizona. I think we'll take Burmistrov for the potential out there. Boston. I think we're gonna go with. No, we'll go with Malcolm Subban to give us some goaltending depth. And Buffalo. Probably gonna take maybe Zach Bogosian. I don't think we need Delorier. And since they're both same age, Bogosian's got better overall and higher potential. Calgary. I think we're gonna take probably Michael Furland here.
TIAA was created
Carolina.
in the past 3 years, we've shared $10 billion in profits.
Let's
Not with
see.
shareholders,
Anybody
but with
good in
participants, our
Carolina?
retirement plan customers. And for years, we've provided them personalized financial advice
I think
at
we
no extra
go
cost.
out here and take Andre Nestrashil.
Why do we give back to participants?
Chicago. Let's
So they
see.
can give back to the world. Learn more at
I think Vili Polka,
TIAA.org.
one of the top, maybe
Have
not
you ever worked in a
high
place
end,
where
but
they
he's
keep want you
definitely a
talking about
top
your salary? Actually, have you ever
defensive
worked
prospect.
anywhere
Who
where
is
they did?
this?
Unlikely.
Dennis
But don't you
Rasmussen.
have a right
I think we're
know?
gonna go Vili Polka.
Or a simple solution?
Colorado.
How we find jobs has changed. On Indeed.com,
I think we're gonna go with Matt Nieto. Pretty young, high overall. Not high overall, but decent. Dallas. Interesting one. I think we're gonna go with either Nemeth or Steven Johns. I think we're gonna go Steven Johns since he has an extra year left on that contract. Detroit. Definitely gonna have to take Xavier Ouellet here. Year younger than Sproul, 2 overall higher. Edmonton. Probably Tyler Pitlick. Florida. Probably Petrovic. Help bolster the D-core, and without a doubt, Alec Martinez, probably biggest trade piece we'll have. And then Brodin to be our top defenseman. Montreal, without a doubt, Philippe Danault. Get ourselves a decent center. From the Islanders, probably maybe Ryan Pulock. The Rangers, I think we're going to go with Jesper Fast. Nashville, I think we're going to take Matthias Ekholm here and switch out probably maybe a Steven Johns or Pulock maybe to a forward. From New Jersey, we're going to take Devontae Smith-Pelly. Ottawa, Ryan Dzingel. Get ourselves another pretty solid center. From Philly, either Michael Neuwirth or Scott Lawton. Will come back to them. Let's go to Washington because that's going to be the difference in who I take. So, probably going to take Tom Wilson from Washington and then take Michael Neuwirth from Philly to be our starting goaltender. From Pittsburgh, going to take probably going to take Dumoulin and then change Steven Johns and Ryan Pulock to forwards. From San Jose, we're going to take Chris Tierney. Actually, Chris Tierney. From St. Louis, don't really need another defenseman, although it would be helpful. I think we're going to take Edmondson. From Tampa, we're going to take either Cedric. I think we're going to take Cedric Paquette here, because he's younger and just one overall under JT Brown. From Toronto, I think we're going to go with Connor Brown. Put him potentially on the left side there. From Vancouver, I think we're going to go with Brendan Gaunt or Reed Boucher. And then from Winnipeg, I'm going to take Tyler Myers, but we're going to switch two of our defense picks. Steven Johns, we're going to switch that to Antoine Rousseau. He's not too old, only 27, and then change Ryan Pulock, I guess, to maybe Alan Quine, just for some potential, or maybe like Nikolai Kulemin or Cal Clutterbuck. I think we're gonna go Cal Clutterbuck. That's actually a pretty good contract he's on. 6 years at 3.5. Probably a little bit overpayment, but not too much. So let's see if that works. So there's who we're picking. So probably best picks: Vatanen, probably Brodin, Martinez. Not real much offensively, outside of maybe like Ryan DeZingle, Chris Tierney, Philippe Deneau, Tom Wilson. But other than that, a lot of defense and hopefully some goaltending that can help. So we're gonna sim to the draft now. And like I said, we won the draft lottery, so we get ourselves a great first player. I think we're gonna take Nico. So I like the two-way forwards over a power forward. So yeah, I think we're gonna take Nico Hischier. And then second round and onwards, we have the third pick of each round. Trade from the Islanders. We'll accept that to get a couple more selections. Second round here. See who's available. Probably looking at Liljegren. There's also Matthew Strom, Nikita Popyagov, Michael DiPietro. Could use goaltending help, but I like our goaltending for the time being. So I think we're gonna take Liljegren since he is a low elite. Sim to our next pick. Third round here. Let's see. Okay. Maybe an Ian Scott, potentially. Only one really popping out at me on this list. Maybe a Zetterlund. I think we're going to take Ian Scott here. Fourth round pick here. the one in exchange for our fourth from the Islanders. Think we're gonna go for, let's see, who's out here? Maybe Nikitin out of Ukraine. I think we're gonna go with him. Maybe, or I think we're gonna go with Dadnov actually. Medium bottom 6, not bad. First of 2 fifth-round picks here. Coin has high league interest, but I think we're gonna go with McGregor or Havel. We're gonna go with Havel or Howell. Howell. Medium bottom 6 forward, not bad. Second, fifth round pick here. Let's see who's available. A coin is still there, but we don't really need defensive help. So I think we're gonna go with Steenbergen. Some league interest. Let's see. Another medium bottom 6. Pretty good selection there. 6th round. Here we go. Might go Shannon here. I think we're gonna take him, see what he is. Another medium fringe starter, not bad. And our final pick of our inaugural NHL entry draft. Sort by potential and just see if there's any guys who squeak through. We got Mallard. I think we might take him. He's got high league interest. Medium bottom 6. I'm going to go for him. AHL top 6. But first 7 picks were very good. Overall, pretty solid draft. We got Nico Hischier. We got Timothy Liljegren. Ian Scott, not a terrible goaltending prospect. So overall, pretty good draft. So we'll go to our re-sign phase. $14 players about to become RFAs. Okay, go to contracts. Let's see. So we will definitely sign Nico. Max entry-level contract. Tyler Pitlick will re-sign. Probably going to resign basically everybody because if we don't use them, they can definitely be traded. Dumoulin. It's a lot of money. Probably just going to give him a 1-year deal at like 3.7. See if he'll take that. Maybe 3.65. Hopefully he'll take that. He wants a lot. Connor Brown. Let's see if we 1.5 for 3 years. Xavier Ouellet. Take 1.25 for 2. Let's see if we'll take that. Petrovic. So we can give it 3 years, maybe 2.3. Tierney. Maybe 4 years at 1.9. Brendan Gaunce. Give him a mil. 950K for 2 years. Matt Nieto. Happily accept that. Ryan DeZingle. So we can get 3 years at 1.6 maybe. Offer him that. Michael Furland. 2 years, he would take 1.65 for that. Burmistrov, 2 years, 950K. Yep. Jesper Fost, same thing as Burmistrov. Nestrashil, another 2 years, 950K. Cedric, and then everyone else seems to be re-signed, already have contracts. Subban, only goalie we need to re-sign. Never know what could be out there in free agency, though. So we'll advance one day, see who resigns. Furland, Nieto, Ouellette rejected, Pitlick accepted, Petrovic accepted, Fost, Dzingel, Burmistrov, Dumoulin, Tierney, Brown, Gauntz, Nestrashil, Subban, Polka, Nico. So only Xavier Ouellette declined or rejected our offer. Still plenty of cap space to go into free agency with. Might also sign Liljegren just to get him some playing time. And we'll let 1.35, how's that? We'll advance a day, see what happens. We'll let accepted, Liljegren accepted. So we're gonna sim to free agency, see who's available. Hopefully something decent out here. Colton Parayko, really? Nino Niederreiter, both RFAs though. Martin Hansel, maybe a Sam Gagne or a Ryan Spooner. What about goalies? Philip Grubauer, Chad Johnson. Might go after Grubauer here. Maybe at 2.8. See what he says. This year's second. Yeah, we'll offer. Probably only RFA will go after. I think we'll go after Hansel. Maybe at 4.425. And maybe Sam Gagne as well. Help on the offense a bit. 3.7. Let's see what happens with those. And maybe a Nick Bonino just to give some more veteran presence on the squad. We'll offer those 4 guys, see what happens. And we'll sort by potential here. Sign Alexei Sorella is definitely a very good prospect. That's about it. Let's check goalie prospects. And Grubauer is top one up there. So we'll see how those 5 guys say. So I think we're gonna try to hold on to as much cap space as possible. Although we'll probably be close to the floor after some trades. Sorella accepted. Gagne rejected. Hansel rejected. Bonino rejected. Grubauer did accept, though. It's just up to Washington on whether or not he joins us. It's kind of disappointing. Only Grubauer accepted. But he can definitely help stabilize the net. The Capitals have chosen not to match, so we do receive Philip Grubauer in exchange for our second-round pick in this year's draft. See if we can make some trades, though, from some of our defensemen out here. Though we are under the cap.
No, FOMO's about fun stuff, not insurance.
But what if people use the money they saved to pay for
Defenseman.
that fun stuff?
Okay, fine.
Those
Avoid the savings
two,
FOMO.
Ekholm's
Bundle your auto and home
probably.
insurance with Allstate
So
and
those
save up to
three,
25%.
Martinez probably get
Call an
traded.
Allstate agent today. They'll do all the work for
So
you.
1,
Switching to
2,
Allstate is
3,
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
4,
Do you want to
5,
save money by renting the latest games for your Xbox One or PlayStation 4? Gamefly
4,
has over
5,
8,000 games, including the hottest releases
6,
and classic
7.
games.
Yeah.
Right now, Gamefly is
So that
exclusively offering
means.
Spotify listeners 1 month free.
So
Click
there's
the banner or go to
1, 2, 3,
gamefly.com.
4,
Make sure to select
5.
Spotify when you register.
1, 2, 3,
Save
4,
money and try games
5,
for free. Start Gamefly today.
6, 7. So Martinez. Anybody interested in Alec Martinez? The Bruins are. See if they would give us Ryan Spooner.
Make your business work. But how do you find the right talent? ZipRecruiter. One click post
See,
your
would
job
they
to
give
the
us
100
Ryan
top
Spooner?
job boards. Then, smart matching technology instantly alerts quality candidates about your job. No wonder 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day.
We'll retain half.
The smartest way to hire.
To try ZipRecruiter for free, just click the banner now or go to ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify.
Will they give us a second as well and someone just for cap? Let's see what they have. Anyone on a bad contract? Maybe an Adam McQuaid. See if they'll give us Joe Morrow. Overall, looks pretty fair. See? Trade accepted. So we get that second round pick back. Probably a little bit later than we would like. But we get rid of one of our big trade pieces. Next up, who would like Matthias Ekholm? Chicago would be over. Edmonton barely over. Columbus barely over. Let's see. I think they'll give us an Oliver Bjorkstrand. We'll retain half of the salary since we need to fill up our cap. Looks pretty fair. Rejected. Let's see if they'll take maybe a future third round pick in there. Just to push it over. We'll go pretty far out. See if they'll take a 2023 third round pick. Might put it over the top for them. And it did. So we have Oliver Bjorkstrand. Some more forward depth as well as Ryan Spooner. Lastly, we'll trade it's like Tyler Myers. Florida would like him. Okay. LA. Would they give us Nino? Let's see. Probably not. He's got very high trade value. No, okay. Montreal. Maybe a player like a Nikita Sherbak or a Noah Juleson. Potentially. Nashville interested in him. Okay. San Jose and Pittsburgh both interested. Timo Meyer, potentially. Let's see what Pittsburgh would have to offer. Maybe a player like a Connor Sherry. It's pretty fair. See what they say. Straight up accepted. Okay. So 3 big trades right there. Brought in Connor Sherry, Ryan Spooner, and who else? Who was the third guy? And Oliver Bjorkstrand. So 3 big trades right after the draft. See who else is available still in free agency. Oh, we still have to re-sign those guys, so yeah, we'll be fine cap-wise. Few contracts. Oh, and they are Bjorkstrand is signed to a 1-year contract. Sherry is signed. What about Spooner? Still needs to be signed. Offer him a contract. Maybe 3 years at 3.95. See what he says to that. And after that, probably sim up to the start of the season. Maybe play opening day. Might not. The only games we will play will be like opening day. If we win, like first game obviously for this season. If we win a cup, play. If we're in the finals, we'll simulate, and if we have a chance to clinch, we'll play that game. Sim till the 3rd period and play the rest of it. Other than that, mostly going to be simulating. Asking for you guys in the comments to give me suggestions on what to do. So, probably just get to start of the season, set up the lines. I'll leave it there and have you guys tell me what to do. It'll probably take maybe a couple minutes or 2. So we'll edit our lines off. So top line, not that bad. Connor Sherry, Ryan Spooner, Connor Brown. It's a pretty good top line. I mean, consider for an expansion team, pretty good. Bjorkstrand, Dano, Roussel, not bad. Clutterbuck, Tierney Wilson, Furland, DeZingle, Smith Pelly. Defensively, it's where probably our strong suit right now. Brodin, Vatanen, Bogosian, Dumoulin, Edmondson, and Petrovic. And in net, pretty good goaltending tandem of Neuwirth and Grubauer. And then, let's see who's scratched. Willette and Heischer. So Heischer's going to play. Probably going to take out Cal Clutterbuck. And just put him as our center on that 3rd line. What is his? He's a depth forward, so that'll help him grow with some extra experience as well. In the minors, Matt Nieto, not bad. Cedric Paquette, Jesper Foss, pretty good first line there. Burmistrov, Nesterso, Pitlick, pretty good. And then Brendan Gauntz all by himself. A couple of terrible prospects outside of Alexei Sorella. Defensively, Joe Morrow, Vili Polka, and Timothy Liljegren. So we're going to need 3 defensemen to help them out. And in net, Corby Salo and Subban. Might hurt their growth just a tad. Just for a year until... Might trade Neuwirth, actually. Given his age. But overall, I'm liking the lines. Not terrible. Captain-wise, yeah, Vatanen, Brodin. I like that. Might change. No, I'll keep that. So let's might make one or two roster moves. Who is not playing? Walletta's not playing. We'll send him down. Oh, okay. We cannot send Xavier Ouellet down. Okay. And Cal Clutterbuck we cannot send down either. Okay. So let's just look at free agents. Sign a couple of like 70 overall players, hopefully. Brett Connolly actually there. Probably sign Magnus Pajärvi. Have him play in the minors for a year. Same thing with probably an Emerson Edom. A Dylan Olsen, he can play help defensively down there. Timu Polkinen, same thing. Said Gabriel Bork probably as well, just to help the minor league team out a bit. See what defensemen are out there. Helgerson maybe, and an Anthony Pellich. Those two probably will help out pretty well. Anthony Pellich. There we go. Might just sign Brett Connolly just to give some more depth up on the offense. Probably an overpayment. 3rd year. Let's see what he says. We can always pretty easily acquire a 3rd. We'll advance, see what those guys say. Hopefully, Helgeson accepted. Pellich, Pajärvi, Connolly accepted, waiting on Washington. Teemu Polkinen accepted, Gabriel Bork, Emerson Edom, Dylan Olsen. Don't think there's anyone else, maybe one more. Go one more day and see. Nope. Okay, so we'll edit lines. We'll edit the minor league lines. Polkinen. Emerson Edom. Magnus Pajärvi. Move him up and then put in Gabriel Bork. Which of these two guys has better face-offs? 60, Emerson Needham, 65, 60, 60. So just do that. And then we'll do that. Put Helgeson, Olsen, and then Pellich. Should probably make one more trade real quick. Free agent goaltenders, just to trade Neuwirth so that Corby Salo is our backup. Probably go with Niederberger. Offer him a contract. See what he says to be our AHL backup goalie. And Caps have chosen not to match our offer to Brett Connolly, so we were required to give up a third. So Brett Connolly, just to give us some more forward depth up on the offense. And Niederberger did accept. So, see what we can get for Michael Neuwirth. Just over the salary cap, it looks like. Anybody interested in Neuwirth? Columbus is over. LA maybe? Let's see who they'd be interested in giving us. Could you give me a third? Yeah, this year third. And let's see what players you have. Any prospects?
TIAA was created to serve.
Maxime Comtois
In the
maybe?
past 3 years, we've shared $10 billion in profits, not with shareholders, but with participants, our retirement plan customers. And for years, we've provided them personalized financial advice at no extra cost, regardless of the size of their accounts.
Neuwirth
Why do we give
for
back to
Comtois on a
participants?
third.
It's simple. So
Corby
they
Salo
can
gets
give
called
back
up
to the world.
and has been
Learn more at
accepted. So we'll go to roster
TIAA.org.
moves. Make sure Corby Salo gets called up.
With the Spice Girls. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my
NHL, yep.
make it last forever. Friendship never
Is Connolly up in the NHL? We will call up Brett Connolly.
Click and listen on Digster's 90s playlist.
Edit lines.
Do you know what no one ever talks about?
And backup goalie will be Eunice Korpisalo, backing up Philip Grubauer. Scratched, we have Connolly, Clutterbuck, and Willette. And then in the minors,
You can listen to your songs offline.
anywhere.
we just need a goalie, which will be Niederberger,
Free for 30 days.
who won't be starting but will be backing up Malcolm Subban. So there we go. We'll simulate up to the first day of the regular season. And we will call it a video. And of course, first game of the season, who do we play? The other expansion team in the Vegas Golden Knights. Edit scouting assignment real quick. Forwards in the queue for a month. Beat LA in our first actual game. Lost to San Jose, sorry. 1-2, 1-2-1. Lost to Vancouver. Beat Calgary. And beat Anaheim. So 3-3-1, not terrible. But that'll do it. Thanks for stopping by. Like what you see, Don't be afraid. Drop a subscription. See you next time.